Hello, hello. It is Friday. We made it, fam. It's the end of the week. We're here. Usually do the live stream on Sundays. And I'm still going to be doing that Sunday and 2 days from now. But I thought about what people said last live stream, and they said they wanted to see more standard events. That kind of took a poll. And what better way to do that than to just stream one and do it in real time? So, if you're joining, you're new here, thank you very much for liking and subscribing. Let me show you the deck list before we get started. Let's pay our money. Get into it. Where are you, Esper Aggro? Alright. Let's take a look here. So, if you've seen an Esper Aggro build before for standard best of 1, this was doing pretty good for us in Mythic. It's got like a 65-ish% win rate. So I figured this is going to be one of the cool decks to try out in a standard event. I haven't done many since they switched the format over and made them a little bit more expensive with the play-in points and all that. So I figured let's give this a go. Let me run through the deck list for you before we get started, and we'll get into the first game. At the bottom, we have Hopeful Initiate. 1 white for a 1-2 training. You'll see this a lot in the Boros aggro deck and mono white. This is a fantastic card. You attack with a creature with the larger power. It gets counters on it, and then you can remove counters from things that you control and destroy artifacts or enchantments. Good at dealing with Fable the Mirrorbreaker, things like that. 2 Fading Hopes for early bounce, tempo plays. Luminarch Aspirant, the MVP of Zendikar Rising. A 1/1 comes in, puts a counter on something. We love that. Sun Gold Sentinel, a 2-drop 3/2. So a good beefy attacker, a nice aggressive card. Also has a Coven ability that can give it hexproof and unblockable from a permanent or a creature with that color until end of turn. Pretty cool. Also has a little bit of graveyard hate with it. We have, this is Mina Harker, but this is Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. We have 4 of them for taxing our opponent's big spells. Brutal Cathar, we have 2. Elite Spellbinder, 3/1, nice aggressive flyer for 3. Exile a card from opponent's hand. It costs 2 more to cast. We love Elite Spellbinder. We appreciate Elite Spellbinder. So he's here with us today. 3 Adeline Resplendent Cathar. Nice big toughness body to stop meat hooks from happening in the early game. Nice to have vigilance. Get this lady up to 3 or 4 power and go in. We have Rafine Scheming Seer, again with the high toughness. Also allows our attacking creatures to connive X, where X is the amount of attacking creatures, and comes a little bonus of Ward 1, like that on turn 3. Wandering Emperor, running 2 of. Obscurate Interceptor. This card has been, it's not much to look at it at first. You look at it, you're like, okay, it's a 4-drop 3/1 lifelink. But this card has overperformed so much. The flash, being able to return something to an opponent's hand, sort of like Divide by 0 in a creature form. And being able to then swing back if you're racing against aggro and you have that life link, especially if you have Rafine or some counters on this gets kind of nuts. Shuts down aggro when they're trying to burn you down from 20. All of a sudden you're at like 30 life. We have Cave of the Frost Dragon, Gondro Seat of the Empire, 2 basic planes, no basic islands. I did have one problem where a Field of Ruin got rid of something and I wanted to get an island and I couldn't, so I might make that change there, but we're going to see how it performs. Otawar Soaring City as a bounce land. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Pesky little land with menace that can sometimes finish games. 4 Deserted Beach. 4 Hengegate Pathway, Mistgate Pathway. 4 of the Black-White Pathway from Zendikar Rising. 3 Shattered Sanctums, Shipwreck March, and 3 Rafine's Tower. A lot of these builds will run 4. I don't like having that many tap lands. I don't like having like 2 Rafine's Tower in the opening hand. It slows you down a lot, so I'm running 3. So, without further ado, as I said, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. I appreciate it, and hit that thumbs up. Let's choose the deck, and let's get into the games. I hope you're having a great weekend. I am having a good start to my weekend. We'll see if it gets better or worse from here on out. But, you know, nothing can really stop me from having a good time tonight, so even if we eat it, we'll be good. Alright, opponent goes first. We have 2 2-drops. No problem putting Rafine's Tower down on 1. And we'll trust the deck to give us a 3-drop. Could be better, could be worse, right? I think we'll be pushing the limit, trying to mulligan this. I don't think so. But, like I said, so let's imagine that we had 2 Rafine's Towers in this hand. That would be horrible, right? Because then that would guarantee we get to play nothing on turn 2 unless we draw an untapped land. That's why I don't like having 4. Let's do it. Pardon me for just a second while our opponent decides what they're going to do. Pack leader with a non-snow forest. So this maybe won't be mono green. Typically they run snow. Alright. Mono green is good now. So a lot of people were sleeping on mono green, including me, because it was good like 2 months ago, and then it kind of dropped off. It's good now. It's good again. I don't know why they're not running snowlands, though. For the, I guess they're not running the 2-drop that lets you untap a land. Okay. Lead with the Aspirant. If it survives, it'll assist us in turns 3 and 4. I don't think Mina Harker is gonna, or Thalia is gonna do too much here, except for maybe stopping Asika's Chariot. In she goes. We take 5. All right. Let's go with the Spellbinder. Topiary Stomper, Ulvenwald, Oddity, and Unnatural Growth. So they don't have another land. So Topiary Stomper can come in. It's a far cry from being useful. If they draw a land, they'll have 5 for Unnatural Growth, which will be a problem. I guess we'd rather see Ulvenwald come down than Unnatural Growth. But if we take Ulvenwald, we can Mina Harker next turn and tax this. Alright. We don't want him to draw land before we can get Obscura Interceptor available or Mina Harker. Trolls. Do we block here? So we block both of these things. Then we counter whatever their next spell is with Interceptor. Let's block here. There's another Interceptor. That's nice. Topiary Stomper. Let's return that to hand. We have another one. Get this down. Do we want to make it a 4-2? Yeah, let's get rid of Thalia. It's not really needed. Turn that to hand. Okay, so we're taking 7 here. We'll go to 3. We'll attack back. Put a counter here. We'll gain 5. We'll go back up to 8. And then we'll have another life linker. I think we'll take. No shortage of interceptors. That's actually really cool. It's just that they're expensive, right? Go back, gain some life. We're going to hang out. We're going to put another interceptor in, stop whatever they're going to do. Eventually, I'm hoping the lifelink will overcome the Stomper in. Brutal Cathar, that's nice. Let's get rid of a land. Keep the Cathar. Turn that to hand. That's 8. We get to attack back and gain 9. We'll take. Okay. That's fine. Go with Adeline. Okay, Oddity comes down. This gets bigger. Five trample, 5/5 trample for. So if we go here, we're dead. We go here, we take 6. Okay. Emperor's good. How many white do we have? Only 2. We attack in. Was it daytime? Still daytime. So we attack for 5 here. They go to 5, we go to 9. Then we slap in the Wandering Emperor, destroy one of their things, or Interceptor, depending on what it is.
Not much of a roadblock.
Need another white source. Alright, so if we Brutal Cathar one of these cats, they're going to crew this chariot in response. Then we attack in with a first strike lifelinker. They have to block with the chariot. Then they hit us back for 7, but we'll be at 11. Then we'll also have an interceptor ready to go. Seems good. They didn't crew it.
I have got new moves to teach you.
They blocked there. Alright, I think we're in good shape. We have an interceptor ready to counter whatever they play. We should be good. I think. Unless I'm mistaken. I have been before. Let's look at the possibilities here. They have 5 mana. We know they have an unnatural growth. Topiary Stomper won't do anything. Oddity takes 6. Pack Leader. We'll let that go. Then the Stomper. Do we let that go? Let him attack with everything? Because they kind of have to. That can't attack or block. But we'll say that's fine. Then I guess they tap this, come in with the Chariot.
Remember your training.
They're going to block with the Troll and that. Block with all three, then we'll take the Troll and the Chair. Well, no. So their plan is, then they have a token to copy with the Chariot. We'll leave the Troll. We'll take those two. Okay. We storm the festival. We get Topiary, Stomper, and Pack Leader. Okay, I think. Let's see. Well, we attack with Rafine everything. We connive 3 with Rafine. We also have the ability to flash in the Emperor here. Do we flash in the Emperor and kill that? The choice is to just let our Emperor die and then bring it in next turn. I guess we do.
I'm not overconfident.
Alright, got there. Nice.
You're just underwhelming.
So I guess the plan is here, get rid of that Emperor, -2 here, gain 2 life, go to 22, exile that. And then next turn, these can't attack or block. Can they? 7 or more. Okay, so they can. This is attacking, yeah. 7. And then if we attack with Rafine, put a +1/+1 counter on it, we'll be able to get like 3 damage in or something like that. Thank you, Clint. Thank you, Rums. Appreciate it. Alright, so we want to know. That was a good game, though. I like that one. Mono green is a house. Like, it's good. 50 gems in. Alright. Progress. We go first. This is pretty good. Dahlia turn 2 into Rafine or Brutal Cathar. Okay. Put the tap land down out of the way. Swamp. Alright, so Rafine's probably more important here than the Sun Gold Sentinel, I would think. Not Rafine, sorry, Thalia. Make the removal cost more and also stop the Deadly Dispute nonsense that's sure to be coming. Alright, so we have 2 Rafines. We come in on blue. We're going with Rafine. Get in there. Like to see a land. Get rid of the Initiate and the other Sun Gold, I think. Let's have a look at that hand. Hero's Downfall. Destroy target creature planeswalker for... Alright, dead to the Kami. Exile creature they control. Invoke Despair. Dogged Pursuit. We're going to have 4 mana next turn. These 2. This one at least lets us choose. Alright, Invoke Despair. Should go. Tempted to get Mina Harker down. But this will be a 5/3. This is fine. This is safe for Meat Hook. This is not. But I guess we get rid of Thalia and the Brutal Cathar. And then we just take whatever bothers us, right? Like that. Yeah. For sure. Shadow's Verdict? No, don't like that at all. Alright, good game. They were about to... they were about to wipe out everything. So I guess if we played Thalia there, they wouldn't have been able to, right? Because this would have cost... 6. So they wouldn't have been able to either way, but... If we wouldn't have played a Spellbinder or Thalia there and played Adeline or something, they would have just wiped out our entire board. And then, yeah, that might not have been good. Good game. All right, 2-0. Real quick break. 1 minute. Be right back. Okay, we're back. If you are just joining, there is a deck list link in the description. I went over the deck when I first started, but I understand that you might want to check out the deck that's being played. There's a link down there. Thanks for hanging out on Friday, sharing a Friday with me. Let's get into it and see if we can make this 3-0. Gonna try my best. Creepy silence. Okay. This is tough, right? Because we have Rafine's Tower, which is a tap land, meaning that if we play that first, we can't get Hopeful Initiate down on turn 1. So it's either get Hopeful Initiate down on turn 1 or get Sun Gold Sentinel or Thalia down on 2. I think we just keep this hand and we get one of our 2-drops down instead. Tangled Veil, Tangled Florahedron. Okay. Since we have a green mana, we're going to go with our beefiest creature. Snow-covered forest, Sculptor of Winter. Okay, so that means 80% chance they're playing mono green. So do we bounce that back to their hand, play Thalia? That's probably right. Let's attack first, see if they want to trade. Should have bounced it first. Alright, hopefully we don't get punished for that. Made the Fading Hope cost 2. Wasn't thinking. Okay. We'll see if that matters. Maybe it will work out in our favor. Maybe we can bounce a troll here. Because they can't play a Seeker's Chariot. We know that. Okay, well, Thalia's gone. So, we're going to nullify this Blizzard Brawl. See, we both made misplays. Yeah, we want that land for sure. Okay, that means Adeline is free to come in. Make some tokens. I love that top deck. Thinking about going Hopeful Initiate and then going with Adeline, see if they block, and then we trade, and then we have an open board. And then Brutal Catharing whatever comes next. I don't think they're going to have anything to stop us, though, because we're going to get in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No Snakeskin Veil. Put this down to give Adeline the extra power. Don't think that we can be stopped now. This was just like a mono white aggro. Did you all notice that? This is just mono white aggro with shitty lands. That's all this is right now. Because they're like, yeah, here's your Hopeful Initiate, Adeline, Sun Gold, Brutal Cathar. Like, we didn't get any of our stuff that takes... oh, no. We did get one Fading Hope. That's right. Deck was like, oh, you want to play Esper? No. Play mono white with a Fading Hope. Alright. 3-0. Let's go. Opponent goes first. We need a blue land by turn 3. We have 3 2-drops. They're all good. But do we want that many 2-drops? Probably not. Alright, since we're on the draw, on the draw, we have a higher chance of drawing a land and getting what we need, so... Another Sanctum. Where's the blue mana at? We'll lead with our highest power, because whatever they come in with here is probably going to have a power toughness of like 3. But if they want to kill this, they're going to have to ignore the +1/+1 counter that Kumano Faceless Kakazan gives them for playing a creature here. They did nothing. What does that mean? They have instant speed removal in their hand? Let's find out. Yes. Okay. Let me use Spellbinder here. Valorous Stance. Reckless Stormseeker. Brutal. 2 Brutal Cathars. That is brutal. They have no lands, though. We'll take the Play with Fire. Hope they don't draw land. Hope we get Rafine down. And we can just start smashing. Okay, that I know of. They don't have any removal. Unless they just drew one. We will have Wandering Emperor mana, though. So if they Brutal Cathar or something, like our Spellbinder, might be okay. Again, they did nothing. Didn't cast either of their Brutal Cathars.
Done it. That's coming off. I have got new moves to teach you.
So now they kind of have to play their Brutal Cathar, right? They're going to have to get rid of the Spellbinder. And when they do that, if they ever attack with it, we can Wandering Emperor that away. It's a blue mana. Love that. So they could Brutal Cathar Rafine next turn.
Remember your training.
Let's make it really difficult for them not to block here. Unless they draw another removal spell, they have to Brutal Cathar Rafine here. Let's see if they both attack the Wandering Emperor. Only one.
I'm not impressed.
So we can Fading Hope Brutal Cathar. See here. What's the best play? So we Fading Hope this Brutal Cathar, get our Spellbinder back. And then we put a new Rafine down. They're going to block with Etching of Kumano. No question about it.
Years of training. For guards, to me.
We have to play something or these Brutal Cathars are going to flip. Play Rafine. And then when they're done playing their things, what we'll do is we'll Fading Hope this Brutal Cathar back to their hand, bring our Elite Spellbender back to the table, exile something from their hand, and then probably be able to get in for lethal there. Cool, looks like we've got some spam in the channel. Nothing as legitimately like you being spammed. Nice. Okay. So they have a Valorous stance that they're going to try to use to take care of Rafine when we attack in. So let's connive on the token. ROMs, yeah, I know. Spammers. Keep that one, and then we'll hold up Iganjo and Wandering Emperor. I think life's pretty sweet. We're going to play 2 spells here, and they're going to flip the Cathar back and take one of our things. Oh, are they going to attack? If they attack, it's going to be awesome. They are going to attack.
Finally, I'm home.
Yeah, we'll pay the 3 life. Alright, Spellbinder comes back.
To see you go.
Get rid of the Raiju. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Good game. That was actually pretty tough. 4-0. 300 gems. 450 on the next few. A pack. And then a play-in point at 500. 3 packs. Alright. I guess they didn't have much of a choice there. It's not like they could just not attack either. So, like, yeah, they kind of had to. I get it. Alright, we're on the play again. Nice. We were on the draw last couple games, I think. Alright, again. We have to go Rafine's Tower, play nothing on turn 1, and then we go into Thalia, and then we're good. That's fine. I think, he says, as Boros slams him. Oh, it might be Boros. I was just, like, guessing there, but that's fine. Alright. In you go. Spike Field Hazard. I'd like to get the Cave of the Frost Dragon down, so we have a turn 4 Interceptor, but I'd also like to get an Elite Spellbinder down. Let's... Let's do this. Let's make sure that we have 4 mana available for an Interceptor on turn 4. It was either get this down or play a Spellbinder and then maybe not. Okay. That's fine. Alright, we're good. They only have 2 lands, so let's get a Spellbinder down. Invoke Calamity, 4 mountains, Velomachus, Invoke Justice, Goldspan Dragon, Kyrie, good lord. 7, alright, so they want to reanimate Velomachus, or whatever. We'll take Invoke Justice. That seems like what their deck's going to be built around, so we'll take that. If there was a time to get Rafine down, it's now. Brutal Cathar doesn't do us much good here. And we might as well get this down. Now turn 4, 5, and 6 is really where... Okay. Is really where we're going to try to have to keep our Interceptor up. But good game. Because then 4, 5, and 6 is really where they start hammering, right? So they have big score on 4. Then they lead into a Goldspan Dragon, and then they start invoking Calamity, bringing back Dragon's Fire and Spikefield Hazard. And then, so like, this is all build up. So for these first 1, 2, 3 rounds, got to get all your stuff out and then just hold an Interceptor. Alright, I think that's 5-0. Which I'm super pleased with. Okay, let's keep pushing. Push it. And then I'll take a break after this game, and then we'll get into game 7. Love it. Don't love the fact that we have no lands that come in untapped except for on turn 3. And 2 Adelins. Got a mulligan on that one. We'll keep this. We'll get rid of the blue mana. Because we have a deserted beach as a source. It seems slow, but that last hand was like brutal with no untapped lands. Roms, they shouldn't have kept that hand. Yeah, I agree. There was like, I guess that was probably a kind of a greedy keep. Because I guess they only had 2 lands, and then they never draw another one. Alright. Beach first. Alright, Rafine here. Because they can't Fading Hope it or do anything to it. They have to spend their next turn entirely getting rid of Rafine. Since it has Ward 1, they can't Fading Hope it or anything. I had to spend the whole turn doing it, so that's cool with me. Let's see what they scry. Didn't like what they saw. Scry to the bottom. TGN in the house. What's up, brother? No worries. No worries at all. They're going to play something. They're going to play something key to their board state this turn, so let's let them do it. And let's intercept her on that.
May your blade strike true.
Counter there.
I have got new
Go in.
moves to teach you.
Hold up the interceptor once again. TGN, we are 5-0 right now, my friend. 5-0 so far. Invoke Despair, I don't like that, so we're going to return that to their hand. Negative. Let's get rid of the Sun Gold Sentinel. And we'll just keep another Interceptor. You guys been noticing the new arena sound bug? Like where the sounds just don't go through? Alright. Let's try to intercept this last spell, and let's hit him. See what it is. Love to see it. Good to talk to you, brother. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend so far. Invoke again. Negative. Alright. Got there. Alright, quick break, and then we'll get into game number 7. We're currently 6-0 right now. Yep. Cool. I love the way this is going. Can't ask for more. Love it. Alright, quick break. Be right back. Okay. 7th game. Let's get into it. Shuffler gods, be kind. See how it goes. TGN, we've fought some mono green. We had like a Velomachus Reanimator, which they actually didn't get as many lands as they should have, so that was kind of like, it sucks for them. But what else did we fight? Oros, yeah. We go first with 2 Rafine's Towers, kind of yuck. But we don't currently have anything to do on turn 3, so maybe we save one of those for turn 3. We'll get Initiate. No, because we can't. Yeah. We'll keep this. This looks pretty bad, but we'll keep this hand. Because I don't want to mulligan. Alright, there's a turn 3 Adeline available. So we go Sun Gold into Adeline and then pick up the Hopeful Initiate later? Or do we go Rafine's Tower now, Hopeful Initiate next turn, Adeline? I think it's important to get the Sun Gold down so we can train with the... Or make the... hit them for 3 and make tokens with Adeline. They got green-white, so they're not likely to have crazy removal. And we'll slam Adeline next turn, attack in, hope to draw an untapped land, and we'll hit Wandering Emperor. And that'll be a pretty good curve. Innkeeper. Thinking they have a Snakeskin Veil here. Or a Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Really would love to have an untapped land. Like, super would love to. That's all I want for Christmas is an untapped land. That's it. And I know it's not Christmas. I know it's, what month is it? March, April, May, you know, July, September, whatever month it is. It's not Christmas, but early Christmas present. Untapped land to have Obscura Interceptor and Wandering Emperor up. That's my request. 4 mana. Noah Seeker's Chariot, please. Trelisara, life gain. Doesn't bother us too much. As long as we can Wandering Emperor. Veneer Gaming, what's up? Caught a live stream. How's the games going? Games are going good. So far, we're 6-0. This is the 7th game. So we're gonna see. No untapped land. Good to see you. No untapped land here. So what do? Drop 2 Hopeful Initiates. We attack with Adeline for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. Vigilance. Then we attack with Esper Sentinel. Probably the play. We will just go in here, I think. Because if they have a Snakeskin Veil, they blow out our Sun Gold Sentinel. We'll go in with Adeline, and if they want to Snakeskin Veil this and then kill it, that's fine. I think they have that, though. Safekeeping. Okay, and then it gets bigger, and then it gets blown anyways. That's good. Good on their part. So, we have to Wandering Emperor that thing away. Veneer Gaming, I'm still doing the live stream on Sunday. Just kind of like felt like doing it again tonight. And I know last live stream people wanted black mana. Cleric of Life Spawn. Interesting. People wanted more standard events, so I'm like, alright, we'll do one tonight. That's a lot of power and toughness. Fading Hope, I like that. Do we Emperor here? Kill Trelisara? Probably.
you've done it. That's coming off. You're done.
We just kind of remain defensive. And then next turn, maybe we Fading Hope things. This life gain deck's going off. This is going to be tough. So this can kill Emperor now, right? Yep.
I'm never done for good.
And this is the only one that has Vigilance. So if we have another Wandering Emperor or something, we just bounce this. This is like Abzan Clerics. Veneer Gaming, thank you. The 7/7 is gone, but now we have an 11/11 on our hands. But we do have a blue mana and we have Interceptor mana here. So I'm thinking what we do is we'll just hang back. We'll Fading Hope this. When they play it again, we'll return it back to their hand. Interceptor will stall for time. That's really about all we can do. There's too many huge creatures on board. Other Righteous Valkyrie. Alright, we intercept this. No sound. Gotta love it. Righteous Valkyrie back to hand. They attack with the voice. We bounce that back to their hand. And they attack with the Professor. Anything else? Alright, they come in with that. Bounce you. Dirty Beach can go away. We're looking for other things. We block here. We block here. We stall for time. Definitely do not want Dirty Beach. So if we attack in here, the Interceptor, they block. They hit us back for 10. Or they swing back for 10 at us. They don't block. We bring the threshold down. Veneer Obscura doesn't counter, right? Just puts it into hand. Yeah. So the Interceptor is kind of like, it works kind of like Divide by Zero. It just puts it right back into their hand. In this case, we're going to need removal, and we're going to need removal like really fast here. The putting back into the hand is not going to help us here. Yeah, it's just kind of like a tempo spell. So like you put a bunch of stuff out on the board, and then on turn 4 they play something that could mess with you or interact with your things, and you just bounce that back to their hand, and then hopefully that's enough to get them. So that's it's 20. Block the big guy. With the new arena sound bug, we're just kind of like playing on silent here. All right. You come in, get this blocker out of the way, so at least we can gain some life. Safekeeping doesn't... Oh, yeah. Wait, it does give us hexproof, too? Oh, yeah. Well, hell. So if they come in, we chump block here, we go to 13, block the 10, we take 6 in the air. Okay. Tough spot. Huge. Okay. 12 in the air. That's enough to kill us. All right. We'll say good game. We are 6-1. They got me. You're right, TGN. All right. Hopefully we get our sound back. Not the same without the sound, you know? Here we go. All right. 6-1. On to the next game. That life gain, they had too many big creatures. I mean, that's not a bad bet, honestly, in this meta, because, like, Doomscar's not as prevalent as it used to be, and it's all meat hook. So, like, you can gain a bunch of life and grab, like, a ton of toughness. Then, yeah, I mean, you can just kind of not be wiped, probably. What's up, RPG Dopamine? Lots of hangers. Got you. See if we can clinch this up now. Lots of 2-drops. But we get one more land of any type. We'll have all 3 of our lands on turn 3 for Rafine. We'll keep it. And then if we don't get a land, I think 2 Sun Gold Sentinels is probably a good start. Another Rafine. Looks like another life gain deck of a different type. Oh, it's a tap land. Seriously? Alright. Let's get up a barrier. That right there is why I don't like running 4 Rafine's Towers. Because even with 3, sometimes it just gets you. Don't need 3 Rafines. I don't think they want to trade here. But against another life gain deck where we have 0 removal in hand right now, not great. Okay, we have a Fading Hope, so let's go here. Let's put that on Rafine. I'm gonna bounce that Cleric of Life's Bond at an opportune moment. Rafine's Tower, Veneer Gaming, is a triome, so it enters the battlefield tapped, and then you can add blue, black, or white, but the turn it comes down, it's tapped. So what we're going to do is we're going to Fading Hope this Cleric of Life's Bond. Then we're going to attack in the air. We're going to hope that we connive into a Wandering Emperor. And then we're going to use that to exile things. Interceptor might be okay. They take it. Okay, we'll just keep the Interceptor up. Yeah, so it's not technically, it doesn't, like, it's not a triome in the name, but it's essentially the same. It even has cycling 3 on it. So if you draw it later, you're not going to be able to, or you're not going to have to keep it. You can cycle it out. All right, do we obscure Interceptor this? They can replay it. Probably not. Rather just bring in the our Interceptor and intercept Aura here if they attack. Or that, yeah. Put that back into their hand. Let's see. Do we have them dead, maybe, if they don't attack with Aura? Because we can attack with both of these, make this unblockable. Connive, make this a 7 or an 8. We might have them dead if they don't attack. Yeah, they're dead unless they attack with Aura to gain that life. Because we'll make this unblockable, or protection from white. Unblockable by white, and then we'll connive both of these things. If we discard Mina and the Sun Gold, I think. Use a color, Sentinel, hexproof from that color. On the turn can't be blocked by creatures that color. Yeah. Here. Here. That's 10. Connive here. Submit 0 there. We discard 2 Mina Harkers. This gets big. We activate the ability. We make it unblockable by white creatures. Think we should be good? Yeah, got there. All right. So, with that last little hiccup, we lost one game to the Abzan Life Gain Clerics, which is actually a really pretty cool deck. I did not expect that Cleric of Life's Bond to be in there. So they're Cleric of Life's Bond, Voice of the Blessed, Trelisara, Prosperous Innkeeper. They just had a ton of life gain and then all the payoffs in every color. And it was pretty cool. But here we are at the end of the stream. 7 and 1. 500 gems, 3 packs, and 1 play-in point. Let's claim the prize. Ooh, shiny. I like it. 3 new Capenna packs. All right, let's see what we got. Check them out. Evelyn the Covetous, nice. Stapleton Grixis Vampires. Thank you, Veneer. Yeah, and that, by the way, guys, it doesn't always go that way. Like, I'm not sitting here being like, oh, I won so many games, blah, blah, blah. Like, there have been many standard events where I'm like, yeah, well, I tried a deck and it went like 0 and 2, or 0 and 3, or 1 and 3, or whatever. For sure. That does happen. Angel of Suffering. So, we got 2 mythics. Angel of Suffering, the 5-drop, 5/3 flying angel. If damage will be dealt to you, prevent that damage, mill twice that many cards. That looks like a cool thing to brew with. And Bootlegger's Stash, 6-drop artifact that makes lands you control at tap create a treasure token. And Evelyn the Covetous, which is one of the staples, which I don't have 4 of in my collection for the Grixis Vampires deck that's out with the other 3-drop that's like, look at the top card of your library, draw a card, put one in your graveyard or whatever. Can't remember what it's called. Anyway, that's a good pull. Thank you all very much for watching, for being here. I appreciate it. I am glad that we were able to hit 7 wins. And if you want to use the deck or build it, it is down below in the description of this video and is also right here. Veneer Gaming Bootlegger's Stash can be used for an infinite combo. Really? I like that. And Commander. Commander is something that I really want to get into more. I haven't played Commander like at any level basically. Mess with Brawl a little bit on Arena, but like Commander seems to be, I mean, I think it's the most popular format in Magic, so something that I want to get into for the future. But thank you all very much. Thanks for hitting the like and subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot to me and it helps me to keep bringing content. And I'm going to wrap it up there. If you want to see another stream, we are currently Mythic 97%. And we'll be doing a stream on Sunday in 2 days from now, 7 p.m. Central Time. And if you subscribe, you'll get notifications for when that happens. Thank you again very much. I will see you next time.